The Lord be with you. I welcome you to today's daily reflection. I am Deacon Simon Tembo. In today's gospel readings, Jesus is retaliating to the ancient law. The law states an eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth. This law appears in the earliest known code of the laws, the code of Hammurabi, who reigned in Babylon from the year 2285 to the year 2245 BC. The principle of the law is clear and apparently simple. If any person has inflicted an injury on another person, an equivalent injury shall be inflicted upon that person. This law found its way in the Old Testament, especially if you are to read the book of Exodus chapter 21, verse 23 to 25, which says, "When a man causes a disfigurement in his neighbor, it shall be done to him an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, hand for a hand, a limb for a limb." So far from being a savage and bloodthirsty law, it is in fact the beginning of mercy, whose original aim is definitely the limitation of virgins. If you are to read Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18, which says, "You shall not take vengeance or bear any grudge against sons of your own people." As such, Jesus abolishes this law of limited vengeance and introduces the new spirit of non-resentment and non-retaliation. He says, if a man strikes you on the cheek, offer another. How is that possible? It will not happen very often, if at all, that anyone will slap us on the face. But time and time again, life brings to us insults, either great or small. And Jesus is here saying that the true Christian has learned to resent no insult and to seek retaliation for no slight. The true Christian has forgotten what it is to be insulted. He has learned from his master to accept any insult and never to resent it, and never to seek to retaliate. Secondly, he says, if anyone takes away your tunic, offer him a cloak as well. The Christian thinks not of his right, but of his duties, not of his privileges, but of his responsibilities. As such, we ought to offer service to all people by giving to all who ask, and never turn away from those who wishes to borrow. Working in harmony as Christians for the betterment of all the peoples. Brothers and sisters, we are the chosen one of God, holy and beloved. We ought to forgive just as the Lord has forgiven us, for the peace of Christ to rule in our hearts, to which we were called in the one body, the body of Christ, the church. Let whatever we do in word and deed be for the glory of God.